Mid-Missouri is looking at well above average temperatures as we head throughout the second half of this week. Just like Jessica said earlier, we're going to be back to the mid to lower 80s. Now, usually for September 25th here in Columbia, Missouri, that average high is 77 degrees, but we're already looking above that. Now, the main reasoning for this, you might be asking yourself, why are we seeing such well above average temperatures already into fall? That's going to be this high pressure system kicking us off. It's going to be what we call atmospheric blocking. So it's going to be a low pressure system just off to the west coast and a low pressure system just overhead in the Midwest, and that high pressure system trapped right in between there. So what's that do? Well, it stays in place. It really doesn't have too much movement. You see it slowly begin to start to move back off to the east, and that's setting up to kind of give the winds from the lower level jet stream that kind of fuels that temperature drive here in mid-Missouri back down over the southern region. So a lot of this air mass is originating down towards Texas and making its way back towards mid-Missouri, which is going to be fueling those warmer temperatures. Now, as we start to look back the last 30 years, we're actually seeing a continuous rise in our average fall temperature, and we're seeing 7 days more on average above that average high here in Columbia, which means more days on the warmer side. Now, as we start to look off into the extended forecast, 6 to 10 days away, we're going to be looking at warmer than average trends across much of the Midwest. That'll continue even a little bit further out into the 8 to 14 day away temperature outlook as we continue to deal with this atmospheric blocking. As we head later off to the fall, the average high will continue to decrease, but it's going to be looking like a warm next week and a half here in mid-Missouri.